Welcome back, everyone. This is the XD Daily Creative Challenge if you're new here, and my name's Andrea Eppy. So I will be your host for the next 2 weeks while we're having a whole brand new set of XD Daily Creative Challenges. So I'm excited to be back. It's been a minute, a month or two since I've been hosting. So welcome, everyone. Today is going to be more of just sort of a welcome day. So if you're here for the first challenge, that will actually be tomorrow. But today we're going to go through, if you're new, what even is the Daily Creative Challenge. And I'll give you guys some sneak peeks if you stay around till the end. And just some tips and tricks for how to do your best throughout these 2 weeks. So welcome to everyone in the chat. We've got Jennifer, Miguel, hey Sam, Aaron, welcome, Sarah, Shannon, lots of you guys today, Mike, Jurgen, welcome. So thanks guys for joining. Like I said, brand new set of challenges this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on over to Behance. And if you want to follow along with me, I'm going to be on behance.net/challenge/XD. So this is sort of your homepage where you'll go back to each day to see what the new prompt is going to be. So if you're ever unsure what today's challenge is, just check back here. So it's starting today and it's going until next Friday, September 25th. And if you don't already know, if you're new or if you've already done these, this is sort of a recap day for you. But each day I'll give you guys a challenge and you guys will scroll on down here. And these are where all of the challenges will be when they're unlocked on each day. So you can get notified when there's a new challenge by just signing up here. I've already signed up, so it just says chat with the community. But if you do that, you'll get a notification in your Creative Cloud app right here. So definitely do that. So tomorrow this one will appear. I give you guys a starter file. That'll look a little something like this. It'll bring you to Dropbox and then you can download. It just has some like resource files and like places where I find my icons and fonts and things like that. So if you want to, you can follow along by getting that. And if you ever want to rewatch any of these, just go over here and hit watch video. And then you can rewatch them. Of course, you can join us on Discord. So we've got a great community chat over there. If you've never joined Discord, I'll show you. So this is the link. You can either do it at the top or the bottom. Lots of places to enter. So we've got about 50,000 of you guys already. It'll pop up with a new tab, ask you to create a username and such. And this is what it looks like. So it's a little overwhelming at first. I do realize that when you first start. But basically over here, this is where all of your servers will be. So if you are also joining the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, or we've got the Illustrator one, I believe there's even a Premiere Daily Creative Challenge. So lots of opportunities for you guys to get your hands dirty in designing. So that is, we're in the XD Discord, and then we've got all of these channels over here. I recommend definitely hanging out in the current challenge channel. So this is where you can put your work, or if you just want to see what other people are working on, you can look through. This was from last Friday. Looks like it was some kind of car website. I see a lot of car stuff. And yeah, just feel free to browse through some of these. These are read only up here, so we'll give you guys announcements if you want to see when we're going live and such. And if you have any questions, you can post them in here. And then of course, all of you guys are over here. You can see what mentors are online to give you guys feedback. So that's Discord in a nutshell. What else on this page? I think I covered mostly everything. I'm live every day at 2 p.m. Pacific, so be sure to hop back over here. And as always, if you have questions throughout the stream, I'll be checking that Behance chat. I do not have the YouTube chat up. Usually we just check the Behance one during the stream. So if you want me to see your question, put it on the Behance one. Yeah, and of course, if you don't have XD, I hope you already have it, but you can download it for free from here. And it'll take us to the XD page. It's a little slow today, but that's where the link is. So before we get into the designs, if you want to share your work each day after you're done, just wanted to show you kind of an example of what I have been sharing. So this is my page on Behance. If you ever want to go back and see kind of what we did each day, I usually upload my designs each day in a new project. So this was, I don't think this was the last one, maybe the stream before last. So if you ever want to go back and look through any of these, I usually upload like the prototype like this, a little description of what we were doing on that day. So these are just some examples of things that we might be working on, you know, some mobile apps, usually some desktop sites. Sometimes we do smartwatch designs, so things like that. So if you want to check out some other people's work, you can also go to, this is relatively new, this is behance.net/galleries/challenges. So we've been doing this for a few months, I think. And this is just, you know, we see lots of you guys' designs over on Discord and on Behance. And we just want an opportunity to highlight some of you guys' work. And if we see something really cool, as I'm like giving feedback over on Discord, we might put it up here. So check over here if you just want some inspiration. You know, maybe your work is up here too. So this is, you can look through the Illustrator challenges or the Photoshop challenges or the XD ones. So yeah, look through some of those if you want. So let's go ahead and hop into XD. Now, like I mentioned, today is just a welcome day, so I kind of wanted to just go through a very quick overview of like the areas around XD. If you're totally new, also give you guys some sneak peeks and look at some awesome work maybe from previous challenges that I think are great examples. So this is sort of what one of your starter files is going to look like. So not all of these over there, those are the sneak peeks. I'll save those for the end. So usually I just say like, okay, what day it is. I have the prompt blurred out, of course, because I don't want to totally give it away, but I'll give you guys the prompt. And then over here, I highlight somewhere within XD that I want to focus on for that day, something new for you guys to learn, whether it's like over here with components or something in the prototype tab or, you know, something with masking or whatever. So we'll highlight one area within XD, and then I'll give you some inspiration just related to that specific day's challenge. And of course, the resource booklet. Last time I realized that the resource booklet, I deleted the component. So that's why the starter files did not have these tabs last time. But this time I made sure we did not delete that, so you can look through all of these tabs if you want to see just some places where I get icons, you know, fonts, favorite places to find photos, tutorials, and things like that. So feel free to browse through there. Of course, then this is where you can share your work afterwards, and I also have my tips blurred out for tomorrow. Again, don't want to give away too much. So you'll notice that XD is pretty minimal. A lot of things are hidden when you don't need to use them. So what I mean by that is, for instance, you know, we've got our shapes over here. We've got, you know, some basic like line tool, pen tool, text tool. And for instance, if I would select the triangle, like, wow, taking a minute there on the shapes, and then just make a triangle, you might want to make a star or something. So you'll notice over here in the properties panel, we've got a bunch of different information that changes depending on what we have selected. So if I have like the text selected, maybe I'll type sign in over here, just make like a little sign in page or something. So if I have this selected, then we see all of the text. But if I have this triangle selected, then we've got a few different items over here. So we could make this a, you know, hexagon, octagon, whatever, add a few more points, and you'll see like you can highlight in the middle and then start dragging down in the center. So if you're looking for something specific like a star or something like that, try just playing around in some of these different icons over here, and it might be just within that. And then, we can maybe like round the corners like this. So yeah, play around with those. What else? Oh gosh, I didn't even show you like how to open a new file. So when you would first download XD, let me just rewind a bit. This is what you would get. This little just starter page. It looks very familiar, obviously, to like Photoshop and Illustrator. So over here we've got, learn if you want to look through some different tutorials and things. Cloud documents. Okay guys, I only started using cloud documents very recently. I don't know if it's been around for a while or what, but these are so great. Like now I keep everything on Adobe's like Creative Cloud, and I don't save like local files anymore, so it saves a bunch of space, and it also like saves in the background every so often, so God forbid if something crashes, then you always got a backup. So use cloud documents because I've been loving it. And then you just want to choose a different artboard size. So of course we've got the different mobile sizes. Just select that little drop down caret, choose a different size. We've got web and some social media, different sizes. So let's say we just choose mobile. And don't feel like you have to know what artboard size you want to use at the very beginning, because you can always go back to the little artboard icon over here and just start dragging it if you have the title selected up here. Or you can also come over here to width and height and just adjust it manually if you want to. But yeah, and then you can also, if you just have this selected, you can still see that whole list of artboard sizes over here. So that is how to do an artboard. Let's see, let's go back to our starter file. So we went through shapes, kind of. Pen tool. One thing I want to mention on the pen tool, it is a little different than Illustrator. So I know some people, when they're going from like Illustrator to XD, they're a little bit confused about the pen tool. So one quick tip is like, let's just make a random shape here, is when you're doing the anchor points, so these little guys, now the way you do it in XD is you would double click to change it from like a 90-degree angle, so something sharp, to a curved angle. And then if you just want to only adjust one of these little anchor point holder things, I'm sure there's a specific word for that, but you would hold down Option and then just drag it around for just one. So just rotate through, double click, and double clicking again to get 90-degree or curved. So that's a little trick for that. Let's see, text I kind of already went through. Down here we've got some different panels. So we've got your assets panel, and this I use all the time. This is a place you will probably be staying very frequently. So let's say we've got this random little shape right here, and we change it to this purple, or we make a little sign-in button. Maybe we round those corners a bit and give it a little blue or something. Send that to the back. So if you want to save any of these colors, and let's say you've got like 50 different artboards and you want to have the same blue everywhere, so you would, let's make this color. So if you ever want to edit any of those colors, you would just right click, click edit, and then you can change this blue. So that means whenever you have that instance of that specific blue on any artboard within this file, then it will automatically update it and you can see it in real time, which is amazing. And you'll notice that I also changed the names for a few of these. So like for instance, if you're sharing this with your developers on your team, you would come over here to share, create a new link. I'm not going to do that right now because it takes a few seconds. Name the link, and then you would come down here to view setting, and then just change it to development. And that way, they can see all of the like hex codes and the sizes of your buttons, like the width and height and everything, all of your font choices and H3, H2, like header sizes. So if you rename any of these, they will also see that. So instead of like 00123 for your yellow or whatever, I don't think that's actually yellow, but they would see, you know, dandelion yellow. So a little easier for them, for your team. So same thing with character styles. If I want to make this sign-in button or that specific text a character style, I could just come up here, press that little plus icon, and it will create a new character style. So same thing, if I update it here, it will update it throughout all of my artboards. And then we've got layers, pretty self-explanatory. You know, you can rearrange these, turn them on and off, pretty basic there. And then plugins. So these are a few of my favorite plugins. A few that I want to highlight are Whiteboard. So let me show you Whiteboard. It kind of takes a little bit. Okay, so I love Whiteboard because they give you a bunch of cute little post-its for when you're doing like research or something. I think that's so cute. So play around with that one. There's a ton of different options in here for testing with users, or you know, just your beginning sort of exploratory phase in your design. I love that one. You know, Unsplash random image. I use that one all the time. UI faces. So like if I want to fill this in with, if I've got a bunch of different like fake users, I could select some photos from there. It's taken a bit. Let's say I select this one, and voila, it masks that photo. So we've got an avatar. What else? Lorem ipsum. This is for filling in a ton of text immediately. And calendar, I use that one a lot. So I have a lot of favorites, I guess, but love those. Another tip, so this is not necessarily relating to XD specifically, but if you come up here into device preview, so what I do, you guys, this kind of changed my whole workflow. So there's this thing on, oh, did I delete it? Okay, so there's this little, I have it right here. This little thing you can get from IKEA that you can set your phone in. So your phone just sets like this. And I have this set right by me while I'm designing. And then if you come over here to device preview, and you have to have your phone like hooked up to your laptop or your monitor while you're doing it. So it's saying like, hey, we can't find your phone. But basically you can design real time with your phone right next to you. And this thing is like $3. So that's my little trick. So definitely use device preview while you're designing, because it helps with seeing like, okay, this button might be huge on an actual mobile device. And I'm assuming that it is right now because this font is 26, which is pretty big. So it just helps see things like colors and fonts in real time, which I love. Or if you don't want to hook it up, you can just come over here to desktop preview, and you can always record your prototypes just by hitting that. And then you can, you know, click around, you'll see this little pointer and it will save it as an MOV file. So that I love as well. It's asking where I want to save. And we're going to get into, there's a lot more things to explore, but we'll dive into some of these things throughout these 2 weeks. So the prototype tab over here. So if I have a few artboards, and we can start linking those up. So you'll see over here, once I dragged that little trigger over, we've got some different options. We've got, you know, the trigger. You can choose like tap and drag and all of that. Different transitions. Auto animate is a very fun one. We might be doing some of that. And yeah, different like dissolve, things like that. So very fun. And I already mentioned share, sharing with different teams. All right, so that's a super quick foray into kind of the basics of XD. I did want to get into, very quickly, the sneak peeks. So there is no theme this time. Last time I had a theme, but sometimes I just want to kind of mix it up every day. So tomorrow we're going to be doing something with a digital wallet. Not totally giving everything away, but digital wallet for day 1. Day 2, we'll be going virtual. We're doing a virtual museum. Day 3, we'll be doing something with podcasts. Day 4, we'll be journaling. Day 5, we'll be doing something with ebooks. I've been really into ebooks lately, so, this is just my own life coming out into the designs. Day 6, we'll be doing smoothies. Kind of random. It doesn't fit anything else really, but smoothies. Day 7, we're going to be doing a previous design remake. This is going to be one from back in February that I really liked, that I wanted to revisit. And day 8 will be something with school, and day 9 will be something with furniture. So, like I said, no real theme for all of these, but just kind of random things that I like. Awesome. Yeah, okay. Let me see if there's any questions so far. I feel like sometimes I just get so excited when I'm in XD and I forget to look at the chat. Richard, hey Richard. I always recognize you guys' names and faces. We've got Kevin. Yes, smoothies. Kevin's excited for the smoothies. Awesome. Oh, Andrew. What's up, Andrew? Andrew Hockrattle. He's right after me. Awesome. Okay, so that's kind of XD. Now, I did want to show kind of quickly some examples from previous challenges. So one place to look, like I mentioned, is this behance.net/galleries. And then just a few that I, throughout all of these different streams, have found that I love. So just wanted to pick these out. So Andy Pham, he's had a lot of great designs. This one was from June. So if you do want to upload a whole project to Behance, you can do it something like this where each day is within one specific project. So he's got day 1, this is another day, and another day 3. So you can do something like that where it's all kind of together. Or if you want to expand upon just one, one of these you were really proud of. Usually the first day is always my favorite. But something like this one by Anna, this one was really fun. This was a Neuralink sort of themed brain space management. So you can focus on just one specific design that you made if you really loved it and sort of build it into a case study. Because employers love to see case studies. They love to see your process, how you came up with all of this, if you had sketches or anything. So if you want to build out just one specifically, that's totally fine. So I love this one. And when I say a whole case study, don't feel like you have to do this for every single one, or don't feel like you have to at all. It's just really for your own benefit. But I do think, if you're really proud of something, might as well share it. So you can do something like that. And on these, I love to see when you guys share your prototypes. So this was sort of a 360 photo that we used for a real estate website. This one was really fun. What else? So I love to see that. Or if you want to do a clickable prototype that anyone that visits can sort of click through, like this one, something like that. This one was so cute. Okay, I loved this one. This one was by Marie-Julie Del Rio. I'm just so bad at names. I always butcher them. Sorry, guys. So this one was when we did a whole series all about VR. So this was really fun. So we did something, a design for a mirror, so a smart mirror. So I love just her case study, showing the idea, who it's for, where it will live on your mirror. And again, don't feel like you have to do all of this. I recommend spending about 30 to 60 minutes on each of these, or less if you don't have the time. So really just, for your own benefit, learning something new, making some designs that you can share with potential employers and just getting feedback on your designs. So this is so cool. And she even made a video of herself using it. I believe in After Effects after the fact. So Laura asked, are we going to have any new AR VR series soon? If you guys would like to see that, I would love to do that again. I didn't know if that would be like boring for you guys since we already sort of did one of those. But yeah, let me know. I'm always open to daily creative challenge suggestions. I would love to see them. Aaron said, yeah, awesome. Okay, well maybe the next series that I do will do that. So cool. Let's see. And this last one, just wanted to share. This was by Alyssa. I thought this was so sweet. Second Goods. She's got the prompt here. A lovely kind of warm tones color palette, typography, some artboards. So yeah, just some great examples. I guess this was also a smartwatch, maybe, showing the interactions. So yeah. I love this one. All right, guys, that is about all the time that I have left for today. So thank you all so much for joining. Up next, don't go anywhere because in about 5 minutes, we've got Design in the Dark with Andrew Hockrattle and Jen Piatkowski. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific. Bye, guys.